Hey, honey. I can't fall back asleep. Is it alright if I play some music?
Okay.
Thanks.
Penguins win 4-2 over the New Jersey Devils. They beat the New Jersey Devils on the season series as well, 6-1-1 against the Devils this year. I'm not wearing pants. The Penguins have moved into first place in the East Division, and that just changed because the Capitals just won. It is what it is. Let's go over the lines. Only notable lineup changes is that Evan Rodrigues and Kasperi Kapanen switch. Kapanen, of course, coming back last game, and now he's been moved up to the third line. He actually left this game. He came back. It's a back-to-back. The Penguins play the Bruins tomorrow night, so DeSmith got the start in this one. Other than that, no lineup changes. Malkin and Tanev, the only notable injuries. Right off the bat, the Penguins come out flying in this. They have 5 shots within the opening 5-6 minutes, and the Penguins get 2 goals in the first period from 2 people that really need to, that are going to be X factors for the Penguins heading into the playoffs. Carter and Jared McCann both score. Jeff Carter gets his 10th of the year, his 2nd with the Penguins. Jason Zucker, who I've bashed on previously, I thought he's had a weaker season. He was been out with injuries. He played very good tonight. He got in a scrap towards the end in the third period, and he had the assist on this one. He set up the play for Carter to get his 2nd goal with the Penguins, and I'm really liking this JJJ line, which is what I'm going to call it. I'm really liking this JJJ line with Carter, McCann, and Zucker, or Jared McCann, Jason Zucker, and Jeff Carter. So Jeff, Jason, and Jared. And, it's probably, it might stay together. And this is, very similar to what happened in 2016 with Hagelin, Benino, Kessel. I don't think that will be as impactful as that line was in 2016, but it could be a very good third line for the Penguins. Who knows what you do with the second line then when Malkin comes back. Malkin and Kapanen on the second line. Do you throw Rodrigues up there? That's when we get back from injury type question, if that ever does happen. But really liking the JJJ line, which is what I'm going to call him. I hope it sticks. McCann's goal, though, does come on the power play, not on the JJJ line. And he gets his 7th power play goal. Number 1 Jared McCann fan. I'll say it in every video. Brit Blue, you can comment down below. But, I love Jared McCann, and he's got 13 goals on the season. He's coming into his own, and he's a great player. And I really hope he continues to develop with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Kasperi Kapanen face plants in the second period. That didn't look like it felt good. Blueger tripped him on the play, and he left the game. Kapanen, second game back. Scores in his first game back. Second game back, he gets tripped and he falls flat on the hard ice surface, and he left the game in this one. Thankfully, he did come back. The Penguins took a lot of penalties, not only in this game, but in this entire set against the Devils. In this game alone, in this series, this 3-game series, penalties were 11-4, or power plays were 11-4 in favor of New Jersey. Not sure if that was officiating, not sure if that was, just the Penguins taking penalties. But Bryan Rust, a player that doesn't find himself in the penalty box much, he found himself in the box twice in this one, and he was very agitated, so he scored. Bryan Rust gets the 3rd goal in this one after he took 2 penalties. He now has 20 goals. Keep in mind, we're not playing 82 games this year. We're only playing 56. And obviously, we didn't play a full 82-game season last year. Bryan Rust, if this were a normal 82-game season, and if last season was, he probably has back-to-back 30-goal seasons, which is incredible. Jack Hughes and the New Jersey Devils don't go away, though. Hughes gets his 11th, and they're not quitting yet again. And the Devils are not the best team in the world, but they're shifty, and that's the number 1 word I would use to describe them, is shifty. And they, they'll stick to it. And we obviously saw what they did when the Penguins were up 6-0. They didn't go away in that game. They're not going away in this one as well. Miles Wood also scores to start off the third period. It was a net front scramble and not a good job boxing out. And if there's one defensive area that I think the Penguins need to work on, it's boxing out in front of the net. And Wood gets a goal in this one. Brian Dumoulin was very impressive in this game, not only on the breakaway stop he had on Nick Merkley, I believe, Sharon Govich, but he was also showing some, pretty good chances offensively. He's coming into his own. Offensively, he's already came into his own. Defensively, Really liking the stuff out of Bryan Dumoulin in this one as well. Same with Cody Ceci. Cody Ceci has 11 points in 14 games. That's like top 5 in NHL defensemen in the entire league. It's crazy. And then Sidney Crosby. You know, it's just, there's so many things going right for this team right now. It's ridiculous. Before this game ends, though, Zucker, as I mentioned earlier, lays a big hit, and then he fights Merkley. This is a very quick scrap, but still, the fact that he's not only, you know, getting on the score sheet, and he's also, you know, getting in the box in a good way. He's realizing that he needs to step up, and it's good. I'm a big fan of this JJJ line. Crosby then ices it with a 4-2 goal, 200-foot empty net goal. And my 3 stars of the night are Rust, Zucker, and Carter. We'll be back in action tomorrow against the Bruins, and we only have 2 games remaining against the Bruins, 2 games against the Capitals, and 2 games against the Sabres. Obviously, all of those are in our division, and let's go over that right now, because the Penguins wrapped up their 8 games against the New Jersey Devils tonight. They've already played the New York teams, both. They've finished those series as well. Right here, we have the Penguins' record against all of these teams and the number of points that they have. The Penguins are now second because the Capitals and Islanders played tonight, and the Capitals beat them 5-3, I think. So Washington 66, Pittsburgh 65, Islanders 63, Boston's catching up with 60, Rangers 54, Flyers 49, Devils 34, and then Sabres 33. So the Sabres are actually they may pass the Devils. The Penguins are 5-1-0 against the Sabres, 2-3-1 against the Flyers, 6-1-1 against the Devils, and, 6-2-0 against the Rangers. What I really want to focus on in this little exercise is the Penguins' record against what will likely be the playoff teams in the East Division. Boston, New York Islanders, and the Capitals. My PFR question of the night is, who do you want the Penguins to play in the first round? I know my answer. I'll comment it down below. I don't want to give it away in the video. But based on these records, the only losing record the Penguins have is against the Bruins, where they only have 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 overtime loss or a shootout loss. I think that was a shootout loss, if I remember. And the Bruins, obviously, they could be on their last ride, but we say that every year with the Bruins. They could be, Stanley Cup contenders no more after this season, but you never count out Patrice Bergeron. That top line will obviously be very dangerous, but if you can shut down that top line, you have a good chance to win against the Bruins. Last time the Bruins and the Penguins met was 2013, though. That obviously didn't end well with the Penguins. They were swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. Islanders. Last time the Penguins met the Islanders, they were also swept. They did beat them in the season series 6-2-0. The Islanders will likely be second or third in the division, in my opinion. And Barry Trotz is a very defensive-minded coach, and that's the exact opposite of what the Penguins, the style of the play that the Penguins like to play, and the way that Sullivan likes to coach. And then, of course, the Capitals. The last time the Penguins met the Capitals, they also lost in the 2018 playoffs. But obviously in 2016 and 2017, they've won. But still, playoff history is very long and extensive with the Capitals this season in the season series, 4-2-0. Still have those 2 games left. Those will be obviously very big games. Those will be on the road. But yeah, my PFR question is, who do you want in the first round of the playoffs? Because it's likely going to be one of Boston, the Islanders, or the Capitals. That is it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like my opinions, well, too bad. These are my own opinions. We'll be back in action tomorrow for the Bruins game. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier just wrapped up, so I'll be doing a quick review on that as well. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.